Okay, what is up, guys? Tonight we are going to be talking about where the fuck have I been this summer. And we're going to dive into all the things. We're solo boat rides, elegant concerts, broken windshields, hurricanes, lightning strikes, and overpriced amusement park drinks. So buckle up, let's go. Welcome to the Chaotic Compass Podcast, the show where motherhood is wild, midlife is weird, and the drinks are never far away. Hey, I'm Stephanie, your host, chaos coordinator, and fellow human, just trying to kind of keep it together-ish. But this podcast is your space for unfiltered real talk, a little humor, and a lot of honesty, and maybe a little meltdown or two. So grab your drink, take a breath, and let's navigate this mess together. Okay, so what is up? We are going to be diving into where the fuck have I been? So if you're here, you know that I just hit a huge milestone last week, 100 episodes, yay. So if you're new here or you've been along for the ride since day one, you're one of my baddies. Either way, I'm super excited that you are here. Thank you so much. I am getting into the mode of I've stopped editing my podcast because it takes way too much time and to be honest, it's not fun. So my podcasts now are more raw and I say the word a lot. So if that annoys you, this is probably not the podcast for you. So tonight I am going to start off with what I'm drinking. This is kind of my staple right now. I'm trying to keep the summer vibes going. We're going to say cheers to 101 Dalmatians, 101 episodes. Cheers. I'm drinking vodka and Red Bull. My Red Bull of choice is going to be keeping the summer vibes going. The summer edition, the white peach. So cheers, you guys. Quick sip. So with that being said, this summer, I'm crunching, guys. Sorry. This summer has been full of just lots of firsts. Okay. First off, let's just I got my boater safety card, and for the average human, that doesn't sound like a big deal, right? But in the state of Virginia, it is required to operate a vessel. Once you get over a certain tonnage, obviously you have to have a captain's license. So basically, it's for bitty boats. It's a bitty boat captain's license. Okay. And so now I can operate a tiny vessel by myself. And did I do that? Yes, I did. I operated our tiny 13-foot Boston whaler by myself. As soon as I got my boater safety card, aka awesome bitty boat license, I decided I was going to take our little boat and I was going to go out on a solo adventure. Was it terrifying and exhilarating at the same time? Yes and yes. So it's just me, the water, and then 74 intrusive thoughts. Jellyfish, engines dying, me on the 6 o'clock news. I mean, 1,000 things, my obituary, let's just be real. So I had a lot. It was a lot to get over that, but I did it. I did it all by myself. I did it. I operated a boat without my husband, who has an actual real captain's license. He did a whole school for that. So I did school for the bitty boats and he can operate the big boats. But I took this tiny boat out by myself. It was hella scary. I have anxiety to the max about anything and everything, and this was one of the things. But I literally signed up for myself. Nobody pressured me into getting in that boat by myself. So it was all the anxiety brought on by me. So I'd like to thank me for pushing me into the anxiety realm. But I did it. So I operated a boat by myself. I didn't wait for somebody else to be available. I did it. That was me. So just a little inspirational. Growth comes when you step into scary independence, right? Oh, okay. So I read this. I don't remember where I read it from, but I saw that. I was like, that was me, bro. Growth comes when you step into scary independence. Let that sink in. Okay. So next topic. I had gotten tickets to see Laufey. Laufey is a beautiful she is a beautiful artist. You guys should check her out. It's not spelled like how it sounds. She's Icelandic. So it's Laufey, but it was beautiful. She played with the Virginia Symphony. And what a beautiful, magical night. Kylie and I dressed up. We had dresses. We did whole makeup. It was a beautiful evening, and just the romanticism in it all. And it was an amazing, amazing night. Just to see Kylie's face with a lot of the things that happened that evening. Of course, obviously she cried. I mean, there's a couple of songs that are very much tearjerkers. Check her out. Just saying, she has a new album. Not trying, shameless plug. I do not get paid. I don't have any. I do not get any advertisement payments yet. But you should check out her album. It's amazing. I've listened to a handful of songs, but any song that is made by Laufey is very just, she takes you on a journey with her words, but paints it like the music is just so beautiful. And so you're like, oh, we're gut wrenching, but it's a bop. And so I don't know, it's fine. Everything's fine. So, but anyway, it was so cool to watch my kid react to something that's so beautiful. And then, sometimes I just need to take a step back and to look at the chaos, or take a stop from the chaos, and just have a beauty of a night. And that was definitely one of those moments where it was I wasn't a whole mom. I was just in it for just literally the beauty of the evening. So anywho, she has a couple of videos out on her YouTube page, so you should check that, or even her Insta. So, but the beauty of that was moments of elegance to remind us that there's more to life than laundry piles and schedules. So let's be real, moms, okay? Or it doesn't even have to be a mom. You have laundry piles regardless, and so it was just trying to find something beautiful in the chaos, and that definitely was it for sure. And I'm so thankful that I was able to experience that night with her. Another chaotic moment from this summer. Okay, so my windshield wiper motor arm, it's technical, it's part of my life, whatever. The flux capacitor, right, was broken, and my husband needed to fix it. And then when he went to go fix that when he went to go fix that part, he broke my windshield. I don't even want to get into the details. It's fine, whatever. But it happened. Shit went down. There was curse words on both parts. But thank God for insurance, right? So I got a whole new windshield out of the deal, and that's really awesome. But my point is, how do you go from DIY quickly into turning into DID? Did I do that? I guess it's DIDT. Did I do that? Did I break that? Did I just break that? That's crazy. So the chaos in that moment, it's just one of those things where I have to be thankful that nobody got hurt, right? Obviously, because Ryan didn't get hurt breaking the part, and then he didn't get hurt from informing me that my windshield was broken. Let's just be real. So things went down. I got a new windshield. Thank you to Safe Life. That was great. So that's not Safe Life. It's Safe Light. Safe light. Safe light repair. Safe light replace. Anyway, so that guy came out, he installed my shit, and I got a new windshield. It was amazing, and it was simple and no big deal. But it took several days, and I was rolling around with a busted windshield. At least it wasn't like too far busted. It was kind of like in the lower part, but it was just like, yeah, bro. So we also this summer went to Ocracoke. Every year we do Ocracoke. I cannot talk enough about Ocracoke. It is my happy place. Every year we go. This is our jam. This is our third year we've been in the same townhouse that we've been down there. Next year we have to go. It's the same townhouse community, but we have to go on the other end because the one we have isn't available for the week that we were trying to do next year. So, but it's fine. But still, it's right on the water, beautiful views. It's just, and we get to bring our little boat, and the sunsets every evening off the back porch. These sunsets are the most amazing thing. I am a sucker. If you listen to my last episode, I am a sucker. No. It wasn't even a last episode. It was actually, if you go on my Instagram, I made a little reel about how I'm a sucker for sunsets. But because I'm not a morning person. If you're a morning person, I don't hate you, but like I kind of hate you because I'm not. I don't know how you get up and you're just like, yay, the day, let's go. It takes me 2 cups of coffee, a lot of prayers, and at least until 10 a.m. until I'm ready to acknowledge that there's other humans around me. But anyway, sunsets are my jam because it's the end of the day and I get to, especially in the summer because it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock, But speaking of that, so we left Ocracoke on a Friday. So we stayed down there for a whole week, left Ocracoke on a Friday. By that Sunday, after we had left, they were doing mandatory evacuations for visitors. Crazy days because they had Hurricane Erin was off the coast and she threw in a wrench. So we dodged that. I mean, like perfect chaotic timing, guys. Like it was intense. Because there was like a system last year before, like the day before we were trying to go down there, but it skirted off the coast and it was fine. The water was pretty still like murky and choppy and messed up, but this year was better, but it was still, we had a fuck ton of rain, especially like the day that we were trying to leave. There's this little storm that just sat over top of us, and the lightning, 7 a.m. I'm used to like evening thunderstorms, around here, 7 a.m. There's just one little storm, and then gadoosh lightning. I'm trying to take the golf cart to go pick up Ryan because we had to bring the boat out. Long story short, I'm in the golf cart at 7 a.m. I know, right? Again, I just said that I'm not a morning person. And lightning strikes. I slam so hard on the brake on the golf cart, the parking brake locks up, and I skirt down the road, not the driveway, the road, and I have my water bottle because I'm slightly hungover because it was the last night in Ocracoke. I have a whole bottle of water that I squeezed so hard because it scared the living shit out of me. I am not a thunderstorm person. Some people are like, oh, thunderstorms are so relaxing. That's not me. That is not me. Thunderstorms freak me the fuck out. Lightning, I'm scared. I'm literally shaking. I'm fucking 5. I hide it on the covers. It's okay. I have reasons why. It is what it is. But literally trying to freaking get the boat out of the water. There's lightning, and then we're trying to load up the car. It's torrential downpours, and it poured and poured and poured from 7 a.m. until we literally got on the ferry at 10. We got on the ferry, and then all of a sudden, sunny skies. Crazy days. Anywho, so that was just one story. lots of amazing stories from that week, but for the most part, it was just really nice to spend a week with all four of my children and my husband, and to be able to reconnect with everybody and to have moments. And it's something that we all look forward to every single year. And I don't think that that's ever going to get old. It's like Ocracoke will never be old for us. It's just, even in the rain, we still found things to do. Even in the rain, it was like, we don't care. We're on an island, you know? So it's just, having that tradition with my family is such like a grounding point for me, and it's something that I definitely look forward to every year. It is definitely a goal, knock on wood, that I want to own a home down there. I don't know, check it out. I'm not trying to rave about Ocracoke. It's a beach little town, and it's small, and there's no like chains, and everything is, you know, mom and pop owned, and it's just old school, and it's slower, and everybody drives golf carts and bikes, you know, and it's just, anyways, it's just, chaos doesn't cancel the joy, right? Because down there, it's really hard to not feel the joy. It definitely makes it worth the while. But speaking of the lightning, so I feel like the lightning is I don't know, maybe it's like the universe or the higher up trying to tell me something. So it was shortly before we were going on vacation. I don't remember the exact timing. It's regardless. So we were chilling, eating some dinner. It was a few of us, and we were and then all of a sudden, so there was a storm coming in, but it wasn't here like 100% yet. And then lightning strikes, and it was like lightning, boom, and it was right there, like in our face. And the lights flickered. It wasn't horrible, no big deal. We kept on moving on. And then so when I came outside to kind of check out everything, and I was like, I see this bark everywhere. And so apparently the lightning hit one of the trees that's literally like right outside the window where I sleep, and then traveled down the tree that's next to it. And then it came in, so it fried my TV that's upstairs in our bedroom. It fried the LED light that's in the kitchen fan, the ceiling fan, and then it fried one of our recessed lights above the sink. And so, and then now the tree is dying, and so now I've got to remember to call the tree guy to take that out before it takes the neighbors out. So, it's just like, whoa, what the, we're just trying to eat some dinner, and then it threw some curveballs that evening. So the lightning strikes, they're coming a little too close for comfort lately. But you just got to keep moving forward. And then another thing that we did this summer, okay, this is something that we haven't done in a really long time. I took a day off during the week, right? I took a Thursday, which that's a big deal for me. And and Brian did too, my husband. We took the kids, all four of them. We went to Water Country, which is a water park that is about 30 minutes right up the road from us. And I think we rode pretty much most of the rides. It wasn't too crazy because it was a Thursday, and it was pretty toasty, but and we always pack sandwiches, and we do a little picnic in one of their little picnic shelters there. And so it was a really great day. I only lost the boys for a good 10, 15 minutes, but it kind of felt like 10 hours. But, everybody made it home. It's fine. Where everybody's fine. It was a win. But tell me why that the drinks there, not just like the sodas, my little soda pop. I don't know why I'm on a freaking karaoke bench, but yeah, my daughters would. The K-pop Demon Hunters is living in our house, full rampant. If you don't know, then you're lucky. Anywho, not just the drinks, like the regular drinks, but the alcoholic beverages, why are they so expensive? Getting 2 drinks, and by the time we tipped out the bartender, $40? $40? I'm sorry. I better be more fucked up than one orange smash. Okay, let's just, like, why is it as much as a car payment? Like, that's crazy. Like, if you want to get a good buzz, that's a car payment. So, well, anyways, I think having moments like that is so, like, we've had a lot more moments with the kids this year, I think. And I think we try to intentionally do that. And why did I have slobber? We tried to intentionally do that this year. With the kids, as far as how many vacations and days and then weekend, and we just purposely took a day off. We had to plan it. There was a lot of planning involved. But it was, I am really, yeah, because that was the same day we went to Water Country, that we got home, had to get changed, and then Kylie and I went to the Laufey concert. So, but this summer has been full of stuff. I'm really proud of how much the kids and I spent this summer. They probably don't think the same, but I think overall, compared to last year and the years past, it's been really cool. So it definitely wasn't like a perfect summer. You know, I wish that it wasn't so messy and unpredictable and chaotic. Obviously, I think that's just kind of like my life, and I'm trying to accept that. But the in between, like the hurricanes and the broken windshields and the lightning strikes and the overpriced drinks, it was like beauty and laughter, and it's just like between the chaos and calm, when they live like side by side, like there's so much beauty in the life that we've had. I know I'm not trying to get like emotional, but it was just, I was trying to look back at like appreciate the moments that I had with my family this summer, and it was really cool. And I know, like, all right, I'm gonna get emotional. So I was trying to plan for our vacation next summer, right? And this is the last summer that I will have before my daughter graduates high school. This is the last birthday that I'm planning for her and her brother, because their birthdays are right back to back, before she goes off to college. This is the last little bit before I am not counting 1, 2, 3, 4 anymore. So 10 years I've been counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be very weird to have one of them. She's starting to flap her wings, guys. She's starting to, she's made the progress in getting her hours under her belt behind the wheel. And now she's got to actually take the behind the wheel course and then on her way to get her license. And because she did that, it's a reward to go to Conan Gray. Again, another artist. If you don't know, now you know. But we are doing that. So it's just one of those moments that hit me like, this is it. She's getting ready to spread her wings. And so it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird without the Yapatron 3000, guys. I do have a Yapatron 3000 Junior in the making. She is 11. She's still coming into it, but she very much can talk about anything and everything under the sun. So with that being said, a little bit of our crazy life this summer. So now we're rolling back into the school routine, and so please send snacks, coffee, alcohol, storm insurance, because there's some more out there brewing. But hey, please, if you like my podcast, the best thing that you can do is subscribe and share to people that you know that would resonate with this. That's the best way that you can help me grow this thing. I do this for therapy for me. Me talking about my family and bringing light to that. I hope it brings a sense of rawness, a reality to, hey, there are real people out there that are not manicured and made up and constantly telling you how you suck at your life and how you need to do better. I'm telling you that I suck at life and this is it. This is what I've got. This is my chaotic life. And so with the hurricanes and broken windshields and lightning strikes and overpriced drinks, that's my life. And so I want to share my life to be able to help you to not feel as alone in this world. And it's so easy with social media to make you feel like you're doing it wrong. And I just want you to know that you're not. Your timeline is your timeline. And if listening to my chaotic adventures helps you feel better, then there we have it. But me just putting it out here, talking into a mic by myself, makes me feel better. And so, as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, cheers. All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of Chaotic Compass Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in and being a part of my chaotic life. If this episode hit a nerve or just made you feel a little less alone, go ahead and tell a friend or maybe even leave a review. Till next time, stay real, stay chaotic, and of course, keep a drink close. This is Steph with an F, signing off.